Do I think I'm better than some people? Yes, actually, yes. I think I'm better than some people because it takes a lot to be me. It takes a lot to show up the way I do and to show up in life the way that I do. And it's not like I think I am the only person that is like that. I think everyone can be like that if they truly put in the work. It's just, it takes a lot of work to be above average. It takes a lot of work for something that it takes a lot of work for something to seem like it's effortless. So yeah, I do think I'm better than some people. Hi, my name is Ruthie and welcome to Ruthie's Personal Space. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to build a community of like-minded people that want to grow their lives. The act of mirroring is something that us as individuals have learned to even do subconsciously. Like some of us don't even know that we everything that we know and everything that we do is not reflecting who we truly are. Is like an act of mirroring. We are so used to mirroring our environment, mirroring our friends, that it just feels so effortless, but we're not even showing up as our true authentic self. I know this because I have been doing this and I recently just realized it, and I'm like, yeah. At the end of this video, you're going to be able to beat your chest and say that you are showing up as your authentic self. I want to just gist. This channel is taking a whole 360 because of this one single decision that I've made to always show up as my authentic self. And so in the past few weeks, I have been struggling. I have been struggling before the last few weeks in growing my YouTube and all that. And I won't lie, it's been very, very discouraging. And I think I also got carried away because of everything I see that every other person is putting out there. And I started to mirror other people as well. I started to copy other people's style of content. But it didn't feel true to me. And I had to sit down. I always encourage people to learn to write stuff. So I went back to my books, went back to writing, and I just realized that what I was putting out there wasn't resonating with my true beliefs and personality. So yes, I had to take a 360. In fact, I even considered creating a whole new YouTube channel. People pleasing is simply putting others' needs before yours at the expense of sabotaging your own self. And even though it might seem like it's a good thing, it's not necessarily a good thing. Self sacrifice means you don't love yourself enough. It means you don't trust yourself enough. And it means that you are trying to fit in so bad. If you're with people that truly love you, they wouldn't let you shrink yourself just to please them. I was her. I was that girl, always people pleasing, always trying to fit in, always doing the most. And thinking about it now and remembering it, I was in such a terrible place. And the people that were benefiting from this, my people pleasing nature, honestly didn't love me because it put me in such a shrunken position that I don't ever want to be in. And honestly, if you are that person, I want to really encourage you to try and leave that place. It is not a good place to be. It is not nice. You're not being good to yourself. You're not fulfilling your greatest potential because everybody is born special with your own unique purpose, talent, spice that you're supposed to pour into the world. Now, when you are a people pleaser, you end up mirroring the people that you're trying to belong to. You mirror their music, you mirror their fashion, you mirror their content style, and so on and so forth. Like up until like last month, I was playing a song, and I was like, where did I find this song? How did I start to like this song? And I realized I got influenced into liking that song because of somebody. Now, this person was my friend. I want to say is, but actually is was my friend, and this is what they listen to when I'm around them. And so I adapted some of this music just to fit in, just to have something to talk about, just to have something in common. And I don't necessarily this is good music. I mean, I love a good rap music, but this is not necessarily my style of music or my niche of music. I adapted this type of music just to fit in. Like if you started people pleasing from a very young age, you realize that you didn't even give yourself enough time to form your own likes and dislikes and hobbies and things that are unique to just you. You see yourself just doing the things that the people around you keep doing, which is not true to yourself. You have to find yourself. And if you're an adult, it is your responsibility to do that for yourself. I mean, you owe yourself that much. And honestly, you think I'm talking to you, but I'm truly talking to myself because I'm 26. I turned 26 in May, and I only just now, I feel like my frontal lobe finally just developed, and I'm only just now understanding myself and knowing myself. I'm beginning to trust myself. Like, I trust my fashion sense now. I trust my makeup style now. I trust the things that I pick up for myself now. 26 years of living, and I'm just now finding all this out. So it's never too late. There's never a wrong time. Like I said, you can always turn it around. You can always get off the bus and get on a new bus, because that's just how life is. So it does take self-awareness to be able to jump out of people pleasing, and it does take self-awareness to love yourself. Because how do you love a person? You communicate with the person, you study the person, understand your body language, trust your instincts, trust your guts. You got this. Like, how do I put it now? God made you on this earth, right? He put you in charge of your own story. So he gave you the blueprint. Just trust your guts. I promise you, you know what you're doing. Last let's say 5, 6 years of my life has been a very pivotal point for me. Like, I'm going to be sharing my story, and you guys will see how I have taken myself from where I was through depression, through poverty, through heartbreak, all the bullshit that life exposed me to, and through all the bullshit that I exposed myself to. Because to say that I'm without blame is to be ignorance. Honestly, you guys are going to be seeing how I have changed my life for real, and how I brought myself from this person that I was before in 2019 to this person that I am today in 2025. My mind is not where it used to be. My body is not where it used to be. My finances is not where it used to be. My career is not where it used to be. My education is not where it used to be. My whole life is not where it used to be. And I'm so grateful to God for that. But there's certain things that I have put in place to help myself get to where I am today, and which is what I'm going to be sharing with you guys. If you're interested, hit the subscribe button and let's be a family. Give me my half heart back. My mentor always says that like parenting and parents, they play a very serious role in like how children show up in the world. And I so believe that, even though as adults now we're grown and we can't blame everything on our parents, because as an adult, when you grow, it's your responsibility to take control and charge of your life. And I'm saying this to my own self too. Like, it's my responsibility to take charge of my life. It's my responsibility to redo anything that I think my parents did or did not do in my life. But parents play a very significant role. And some of our parents were not exposed to the best knowledge or the best education or the best system. So there was not a lot they could do for us, but we are still grateful for how far they brought us and the life lessons. Like, there are some life lessons my parents instilled in me that are keeping me going, are kind of like the structure or the foundation to every other principle and decision I decide to, gain in life. Grateful for that. But they have played a significant role either in reducing us, shutting us up, or just making us shrink ourselves, even if it's just from stopping us from taking a decision or making us doubt ourselves in like doubting our decisions and all that. They didn't probably do it intentionally, but they played a role. Okay, okay. We are grown now, so we are taking responsibility and we're changing anything that we feel like does not serve us anymore from those lessons. Like I always say, information or lack of information is not our problem in 2025. What is our problem is implementation. We consume a lot of information on the internet and on the internet space, but implementation is something that we all struggle with because our attention span is so low right now. You have to consciously implement this knowledge, this strategy, these tips that you keep learning. So these are some things you can do actively from today to see results in your life and to move from a people pleaser to actually owning your life. First thing you need to do is you need to form new beliefs, because if anything would change, it will first change from your mind. So take up your life, get a book, get a pen, write your new beliefs, write the new beliefs that you want to form. Maybe let's say you want to move from people pleasing to owning your life. You say, okay, I want to make decisions that are true to me. Forming new beliefs is the first step in owning your life. Number two, God. Honestly, my relationship with God is something that has helped me in every stage of my life. It has helped me from It has delivered me from so many things, including people pleasing. When you see the word of God and you see what God says about you, he says, I know the plans that I have for you, the plans of good and not of evil, to bring you to an expected end. What is your expected end? To become a retired people pleaser, to form your own decisions, to trust yourself. So, in trusting God, helps you reveals who you are in him and helps you show up differently in the world. Trust yourself. I know it's one of the hardest things that I personally have struggled with, trusting myself, seeing as I have wallowed myself in people pleasing and in just mirroring other people's ideas and ideation of life and beliefs and all that. So forming my own idea means I have to trust myself. I have to trust that I can lead myself into better decisions. And lastly, I want to say, to form your own ritual. Learn to go to places alone. Learn to find new spots that you like alone. Learn to find where to eat that you like alone. Find what you like to wear, find how you like to dress, find how you like to sing, find your own music. If you've seen yourself wallowing in what other people like, try to be different. I dare you to be different. You see that it's so rewarding, it's so paying. Like when you see people on the internet space these days, everybody, like I was on YouTube recently and I see everybody doing literally the same thing. And if you check my last video, you see that I tried to copy them. So when I say that, when I'm talking to you, I'm really talking to myself, because the internet is now full of aesthetic videos, silent videos, ASMR videos, and I'm like, I saw one that I really liked and I decided to copy it, and the video flopped because that's not who I am. Like when I fell in love with YouTube, I fell in love with YouTube because YouTube was a place where we come and talk. YouTube is a place where you go and you see people's personality. You go and you see people's side that you don't get to see in other social medias. And then you come on YouTube now and you're seeing no personality, just vibes and aesthetics and show off. And honestly, even though that's good, I do watch some of those videos, but that's just not who I am. And it took courage and information for me to now decide that, okay, this is really not what I want to do. This is not me. And it took trusting in myself to be able to form a path for myself, even though this path is literally not what we're doing in 2025, but it is what I want to do. My goal is to help people see that they have the power to transform their lives. My goal is to help people see that they can have their lives in their hands. Like it is possible. When I tell you in 2019, I was wallowing in depression and in so much self-pity, I didn't think I could do anything. But I took my life in my hands, and I pivoted everything. And it took work, of course. It took faith, it took patience, it took tears. But we did it. I did it. And I know everybody can do that. And that's my goal. My goal is to help people come out of situations that the devil tried to make them think they can't come out of. And that's how I just trust myself. It takes trusting yourself to be able to let yourself make that kind of decision. And that's the kind of decision I want you to be making. I want to highlight a few areas that people get carried away in forming their own beliefs and just go with the crowd, because there's a lot of information now on social media. We get to see a lot of people's lives, and yes, we have this, but I have this bad habit of comparing myself to a lot of people, and I see somebody's decision that looks like something I would like to make, and then automatically I mirror that decision into my life. But these days I'm learning that I can look at that decision and leave it where it is and form my own decision from the word of God and from my heart without mirroring another person's life decision. Example of those areas of my life that those kind of things happen is going places. Going places because people said so. Going places because other people want to go, even though it doesn't resonate with who I am. Even though, for example, going to the clubs or partying every night. I'm not saying you can't do that. I'm only saying only do that if it resonates with who you are and if it resonates with the season of your life that you're currently in, because there is a time for everything. Having kids, like, don't go having kids because people are having kids. Why are you having kids? What's your reason? What's your plan? Like, you have to think long term when you make decisions. Don't just go doing things because they said the man would stay if you have kids, so you go and have kids. I mean, men, like, God made Adam and Eve, obviously, so we're always going to be driven to our counterparts. The men are driven towards the women, and the women are driven towards the men. It is how we are. We crave intimacy, but don't go into those intimate relationships with the world's view. Form your own decisions. Like, because the world is hating men doesn't mean you have to hate men. Because the world is hating women, you don't have to hate women. You can make your own informed decision. You can form your own ideologies around that topic. You can form your own decisions on dating, on marriage, on relationships, and all of that. Just make sure whatever decision you stick by, whatever decision you stand on, let it be something that is true to you. Don't just go jumping on the trend, on the hate trend or on the love trend just because it's a trend. Make decisions that are true to your heart, and your heart will know if it's true. Handling your emotions right is one of the greatest indicator if you're a people pleaser or not. If somebody hurts you, for example, and there's a cancel culture going on right now, which I do not believe in, I do not partake in. If you need somebody, let's be honest, you need somebody. Now, with the discernment that God has given you, your antenna should be sharp. You should know who to let into your life and who not to. But you also have to know that people have flaws. People are raised differently. People will always step on your toes. Now, knowing all this and then still participating in the cancel culture trend, that is people pleasing in its glory. Making informed decisions about your emotions, about who to let into your life, about how to feel offended. Like, are you really offended, or are you just adapting the emotions that you've seen other people adapt in that particular situation? You need to be discerning. So, with your emotions too, you need to know what you're feeling at every time, which still boils down to trusting yourself. Trust yourself, trust what your heart is saying. If you're not offended, it's okay. Like, there's no need to fake offense. There's no need to, you can talk about it as adult, especially if you're an adult. My demographic is 25 with 20. The highest demographic I have on YouTube is 25 to 34, which is adults. So you should be able to make adult decisions about your emotions and about offense. Lastly, outside noise. There's a lot of noise. Like, this is the noisiest generation ever because of social media. There's too many medias, there's too many outlets, there's too many. And if you're not a creator, you're a consumer. Even as a creator, you still consume sometimes, but you need to be able to know when to consume, what to consume, and how much of it to consume. You need to limit the outside noise to be able to trust yourself. A lot of outside factors determine a lot of things, a lot of decision making and all that. But if you reduce the outside noise, you're able to trust yourself more. You're able to even listen to yourself. Most times, the outside noise does not let you listen to your mind, does not let you listen to your thoughts. Just sit down, think. It's not everything ChatGPT, it's not everything TikTok, it's not everything. Sometimes just think, ponder, that your mind is literally working, your brain is working. Give it work to do.